I'm here with Isabella, and it's me, the Wizard, and Izza, and we also have Eric over there. And today, which is July 5th, I couldn't do anything on the 4th, but we're going to do a president, and we're going to tell you where, I'm going to do a little series on John F. Kennedy, and I'm going to, hey Eric, say hi, and I'm going to tell you JFK, a little about his dad, Joe Kennedy Sr., and how he, his son, which was JFK, was president, I think, from 61 to 63, before he was assassinated by Lee Harvey Oswald. So we are in East Boston, and we are at, what school is this? Do you remember the name? All right, I forgot the name of the school. We'll see it out front. But this used to be a house, and this was the house of John F. Kennedy, John F. Kennedy's great-grandfather. No, actually grandfather. So his father's father. So his grandfather. So I'm going to do a little story on it. So this particular building is where the president, JFK's father, Joe Kennedy, was born. And this is where they lived. And this, you can see the little playground here. This particular building is where Joe Kennedy was raised. So let's go out front, guys, and let's take a look at this. And this was the house of Patrick Kennedy, whose father came here. And their parents, Patrick Kennedy and Bridget, were from New Ross County in Wexford Island.
And this is the parking where everyone from the dad, like everyone dropped them kids, them always put them car here,
yeah,
and walk to this door here.
Okay. And they had kids, and one of those kids was P.J. Kennedy, Patrick Joseph Kennedy.
And then plant some.
And they planted trees here.
Like some trees.
Patrick Joseph Kennedy ended up being a politician. He owned a couple of bar rooms, more than 2 or 3, and that's where P.J. Kennedy made his money. And P.J. Kennedy lived in what used to be a house right here. This used to be a house on Webster Street in East Boston. And this is the Samuel Adams School. You can see it right there, Sam Adams School. And this used to be a house. And P.J. Kennedy, the father of Joe Kennedy, who was the father of John F. Kennedy, lived here. And this school was their house. Of course, they tore the house down, and I think it was about 1930. They tore down the house and built this school, and the Kennedys moved to Winthrop.
Guys.
Winthrop, Massachusetts. Right, guys?
Where are you? Is it hot? Because here's almost like 10 degrees outside.
Here it's very hot, and it's more like 80
probably,
degrees.
No, like it's 100 degrees.
Now you can see the Kennedys had some money because they had a nice little view of Boston.
And of course,
They were right on the water.
And of course, they wanted to park to the child play. Because they might go working like chickens outside by themselves, like when they were park.
Okay.
And they made their own.
So you can see Boston. And they got the little park over here. Now, P.J. Kennedy, who lived here, his dad died very early of cholera when Patrick was an infant. And he married Mary Hickey, P.J. Kennedy did, and Mary Hickey, her brother was the mayor of Brockton, Massachusetts, home of Rocky Marciano, in 1913. Mary Hickey was the mother of Joe the father, JFK. So Joe Kennedy outlived four of his nine children. The Kennedys had 9 children, including JFK, and 4 of them died. So Joe Kennedy, who people blame for crashing the stock market in 1929, he was one of the reasons some people say that the stock market crashed. And I'm not going to get into that, but anyways, this is where, on Webster Street in East Boston, it all started with PJ Kennedy becoming a ward boss, a politician, and a state rep. And he married Mary Hickey, whose brother was the mayor of Boston, the mayor of Brockton. And
look at the park, it's so fun.
Oh yeah. So this was their house, and this is on the water. I mean, there's a lot of trees, so you can't really see the water now, but back in the day, in the 1800s, when they lived here, in like 1858, 1860, 1865, 1900, this is where there were not that many trees. There's a lot of trees now, but let's see if we can see the water, and I think we can. Let's see. So even back then, you had to be a little bit wealthy. Even though East Boston wasn't the greatest place, a lot of immigrants were here. This is where they all landed. The White Star Line. A lot of immigrants came to Boston, and this is where they came. They came to East Boston. This is where they unloaded the immigrants. So there was always a lot of immigrants in East Boston. And this is where the Kennedys really got their start in politics, with PJ Kennedy, who was Joe Kennedy's father, who was the father of JFK. So Joe Kennedy lived here, and this is where it really started when they made their money. And they got their foray into politics. So let's take a look. So you can see the water, the boats. You can see the city of Boston across the water. And they tore down this house and built this school, the John Adams School, in 1930. And when they tore this down, the Kennedys moved to Winthrop. And I've been there. And their Winthrop house was really nothing much, but Winthrop was a nice area, and it is still on the water. But I just wanted to show everybody really where it began. And it really began in East Boston. So we are now going to go to when Joe Kennedy Sr., the father of John F. Kennedy, when he started making money. He was the youngest bank president in the United States at age 25. I'm going to show you where he lived when he moved out of Winthrop. Okay. Joe Kennedy ended up marrying Rose Fitzgerald, whose dad was Honey Fitz. Honey Fitz was his nickname. He was the mayor of Boston in 1905. So where we're going next, whoops, I'm getting bit by bees. Where we're going next is Beale Street in Brookline to see where Joe Kennedy moved with his wife when he started making money as a bank president. So we're gonna leave this spot, which is where it all began, Webster Street.
Guys, who live outside in America, and every time when you pass this school, you might need to or you might need to go to the Valley Adventure, and you might have heard about this school before.
Yep.
And you might want to take it out where we don't got no school.
That's right, they have no school because it's summer vacation. So we're gonna leave this spot, and we are going to go to Beale Street in Brookline. Oh, okay, we don't want to touch that, honey. She found poop. We don't want to touch that.
Let's go because
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Yep, she's tired. We're gonna go. We're gonna go see the next spot. All right. See you in a bit, folks. So this is where Joe Kennedy moved to after he became a bank president at the age of 25. So he moved from East Boston on Webster Street over to here on 83 Beals Ave. And this is where John F. Kennedy, the future president of the United States, was born. So let's go see that house. All right, let's go. Nice quiet neighborhood in the middle of the city. You would think this is a suburb. Come on, let's go, kids. Let's move. All right. I like the neighborhood. Don't you like the neighborhood, Isabella?
Yeah.
Don't you like this neighborhood?
Yeah.
All right, looks like they're fixing it up. So this is where John F. Kennedy was born.
And then I spent mom and I live here.
Well, it looks like they're not open. It says closed for the season, yet it is the season, so I don't know why they're closed. Other than the fact that it might be under construction for some reason. So, here we go. John F. Kennedy. This was the birthplace of the 35th President of the United States.
How do you know everything?
Well, I'm reading it, honey. But this is the house, and it's closed. We can't go in. I don't know why. Because it says it's closed to the season, but yet it is the season. So the maids would stay up here, because he had maids. He shipped them right in from Ireland. Irish immigrants, 2 maids, one in that room, one in that room. Joe and his wife would stay in that room. The kids would stay over here in these rooms. And downstairs over here you have the kitchen, because I've been here before. And over here you have a living room with a piano. But this was kind of a wasted trip. Now the website did say that they were open. So I cannot for the life of me imagine why it's closed. Not liking this. So, let me go. Let me go back here. I hope I'm not breaking the damn law. But stay right there, kid. So this is the back entrance. This is the back. Yeah, they're doing construction. So I see workers out there, so they're doing construction. They're doing construction, kids, so it's closed. We can't see where John F. Kennedy was born on the inside. But anyways, at least we've seen the outside. And it is a nice little neighborhood. Tell you what, you could have some money to even live here now.
I really want to live here.
You wouldn't want to live here? Yeah. Okay. Well, they're doing construction. They should have put that on the website. They didn't. But anyways. All right, kids, let's go. They're closed.
Yeah, no indication of when they'll be open, huh?
No, the guys out back are doing work. They just said they don't even know how long they're going to be here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
Okay.
back to your bed. I'm gonna go back to your car.
So one more stop. When he moved from here, one more stop, is it? So when he moved from here, he moved around the corner to a bigger house, a more expensive
Is it
house, a
here
nicer house.
or next door?
And you cannot, it's people live there. You can't tour that house. This is just where he was born, so you can tour that when it's open.
Marty.
So we'll show where he moved when he started making some real money, because that house is nice. All right. See you in a bit. Okay. So now we're here on Abbotsford Street, literally around the corner, looking for the house that Joe Kennedy moved into when he made even more money. So before he moved to New York, they moved to New York after this, but he was in this house for quite a while. And well, I think this is it.
This is our last one, guys.
This is our last one. So we go to the cave and see Hyena's Point. Let me see. Yeah, 51. So this is it. This is a nicer house. See that? Let's go across the street so we can actually see the house, because we're too close up. It's a very big house. This is after he made a little bit more money. Get off the street. Stay there. Okay, so you can see Joe Kennedy made some money because this house is huge.
I really want to live in this house.
Come on over here. You want to live in this one?
Yeah.
This is a nice house.
Huh?
This is a nice house. Eric, come on off the
And my
street,
mom
buddy.
can be like, you know where that circle thing
Yeah.
is? It got like two windows?
That's called a turret. The round one, the round room, that's a turret.
Oh yeah, I want to live there.
Yeah.
Like, I really want to that be my room.
This is a very nice house.
Okay. Here, come.
Joe Kennedy Sr. made some money. Because this house is about 5 times the house size of the house. This is actually a mansion. This is bigger than the house.
Guys, look
What?
at the bunny.
There's a rabbit. Look at the rabbit. A bunny? All right, it's a bunny. A bunny in the middle of the city. Well, he must live under the porch, I bet. So, Joe Kennedy Sr. made some money. And him and JFK, who was probably now 5 years old, moved here.
Guys, on these bushes here, they got like pretending like a baby rabbit bunny. Now why the mama live here because when it's nighttime, the mom dig to put the nest.
Yep, the mama rabbit's here. And the very important thing is that this bunny's living here.
Ah, that bird scared me.
The bird? What?
I seen inside.
Oh, nice, huh?
No one is living there.
No, well, there's somebody there, honey. Believe me, and they're pretty wealthy to live in this house.
You know what people back
So, this is 51 Abbotsford Street. This is literally around the corner from 83 Beals, where Joe Sr. was living before, birthplace of JFK. And then when JFK was about 5 years old, this is where they moved.
Okay, now can we go?
So this is
the beach house.
this is a private home now. This isn't something you can take a tour in.
Guys,
But
is really no one living there because every time when you die, you don't have any more time to take all your stuff. And
Well,
no one's living there.
he died, but they sold the house, so he wasn't living here when he died. All right.
Oh my lord. This
Anyway,
is so
that's a
dumb.
nice house. Look at these houses. This is a nice little area.
look.
Brookline.
Oh, look at
Brookline,
that.
Massachusetts. What?
A lot of type of rock.
Oh, those rocks are nice, huh?
I know.
Yep.
And either that like a little water there. See.
Hmm.
Oh no, it's a fat bumblebee.
Where's the bumblebee?
Can I show them?
Yeah, let's show them the bumblebee. The bumble. Where is it? Oh, no. I don't
It's a
know.
fat one.
All right.
Right here.
Where? Oh, there he is. There's the bee.
It's fat bumblebee.
Fat bumblebee.
It's a
Okay.
fat bumblebee. They need to stop it.
No, leave it alone. Don't hurt that thing. He's just trying to live his life.
I call it fat
I like the columns. A lot of detail. Nice. Nice house.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. That's nice. So anyways, this is
I
where
really
Joe
want to
Kennedy
see my
moved
puppy
to.
more.
Again, this is where Joe Kennedy, and I have to repeat it because I don't know, with Isabella crying to go home, I don't know if anyone can hear me,
I want to see my puppy.
but this is where Joe Kennedy Sr. moved after he moved to 51 Beale Street. This is literally a mansion. And when they left here, they moved to Brookville, New York. Oh, no, I'm sorry, Bronxville, New York, to another mansion. And then, of course, from there they went to Hyena's Point. But this is where Joe raised JFK when he was 5 years old, and they lived here for quite a while.
Guys, you want to see my brother right there?
That's Say hi, Eric. That's Eric. That's
So
Isabella's
ugly.
brother. He's
right?
ugly? No, he's not. He's a handsome boy. Okay. We're just checking out the neighborhood here. A lot of big houses.
Okay.
It's obviously a very upscale neighborhood.
And I really want to see my puppy.
Again, this is the house, everybody. That's where JFK played as a young boy. About Eric's age. Come on over here, honey. Come on.
I really want to just go back to your house.
And this is where everyone's driving electric vehicles. And have
Okay, I'm going back to your car.
like a little house there too. Used to be the garage. They made it a home. I hope I locked my keys in the car. Oh, there's the rabbit. There's the rabbit. Look at. There's the bunny. There it is. There he is. It's like a dog. Just wandering around the neighborhood like a dog. Isabella, see the bunny? You see the bunny? He's right here. Look. Well, I don't think you'll be able to catch it. See? See him right here? See the bunny? Oh, there he goes. He's going in. Oh, he saw you. That's all right.
Go back there.
Oh, it's all right. He just came up to the grass to get a little something to eat.
Okay, because I'm tired and I really want to see my puppy.
Bye, JFK's childhood home. Okay, guys, thank you for watching the video. Please like the video and subscribe. Subscriptions are big. I'm trying to get Isabella's channel going for her. So if you could subscribe, that'd be great. We'll see you on the next video. All right, thanks. Guys, say bye. Say bye to everybody.
Bye. Open your car.